We have reached the finale, man. This is Porcelain. Okay. All of this time you hid behind the smile, face of denial, perfect porcelain. And this time you tried to see through, but said that will bring down. Will the sun ever rise? Will the sun ever rise? You are such a part of me. Oh, nice fucking harm are on octaves, left and right ears. Y'all are doing something different. Octave up, octave down. Really cool. That was cool. Such a part of me. You are such a part of me. Love that. The harmony comes in like halfway. And now, very cool.
Motionless, a perfect reflection of porcelain, scarred but delicate and removed from me. She screams.
Yeah, more post-hardcore vibes.
No one even noticed the tragedy that unfolded until it was too late, and all you left with is memories. Her life sacrificed because no one knew that her eyes could tell what her heart had concealed. Then you awake and realize it was but a dream. You can still say
it's 5.0, dude. They did the same shit.
You are such a part of. You are such a part of me.
As they progress into the more later EPs, it's more post-hardcore.
Such a part of me.
More lifer vibes from this, dude. Cool. What? Cool, man. Awesome album. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This album's really cool. It's different. Like, every song is so much different from the last, and I love whoever made this and put it on Spotify to put all 3 EPs together into one. And that's just so fucking, it just makes it so cool. I've never heard anything like that before, especially a fan.
Yeah, like no order too. Like, I don't like no particular order, because those EPs were all mixed up.
It's so wild, dude. It's great. It's a good album, man. I want to get into my review, man, but again, I want to thank you guys for being here and, you know, taking the time to have the patience to sit here and listen to my thoughts about it. But now you're going to have to listen to my review. You guys can interject as I go through it, but mostly I'm going to be going into, like, the similar artists and stuff like that, genres, subgenres, excuse me. And there is a special thing at the end. Each one of you that attended this, Greg, Carrie, Jerry, and Ahmed will get to request me a song to check out on the stream. As a band, a song, something you never heard or whatever. Yeah, you guys are fucking legends. I do agree. You guys are really, really good artists, and I really hope that you continue forward with new music, because you definitely got a fan. I mean, I don't buy hats for no reason, all right? I don't. So.
Are you a hat guy?
I also bought See the Crown t-shirt too. I kind of wish you guys made hats though. I bought the CD too.
Yeah, I actually
The signed
bought
CC.
See the Crown merch, and I felt weird about it. I was like, oh.
Why didn't you sign the CD?
I wasn't asked. I don't know.
Yeah, I forget who. I think Joseph was on the sign shot.
Yeah, Pete signed it.
Yeah, Pete. Okay. All right. Guy with the big ass beard. That's all I know.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this review. So my favorite moment in this album, the pause moment, I like to call it. I'm gonna be playing music, by the way, so definitely turn the volume down. Fuck, I don't know, man. Let's get into my pause moment. Probably. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's it right there.
What is it?
The Scarring of Mind.
Sorry, man.
The fucking end of it was sick. I remember how fucking sick it was. It just goes into like that fucking brutal ass ending. I love it. It's great. It's not the best track on the album though. The best track on the album, my pause pick. But first I want to ask the guys, what is your favorite moment on this whole album?
Moment or song or both?
Moment.
Fuck, dude. There's a lot of like. Yeah, go ahead.
The bridge in Whisper Remains is my favorite.
Let's listen to it again. Whisper Remains. Bridge, right? That's Ahmed's, right?
Yeah.
Let's listen to it.
It's got that weird time structure in it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah. I love it. I love the delay. Yeah, dude, the fucking delay on your voice is so sick. It's like you're screaming into a fucking canyon, dude. In that. It's very cool. I do agree. That's a good track. All right, Greg, what do you got, man?
Favorite moment you said?
Yeah.
Well, to be quite honest with you, for me, the stuff that the guys played or recorded after I left the band, I really didn't even listen to be quite honest with you, for years, to be honest with you. So it's, getting back to reacquainting myself with everything. But, as far as moment that I recorded, probably the end of Envy.
Yeah, let's listen to it, dude.
Probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's a brutal riff.
I think I liked it a lot because it reminded me a lot of kind of like where I came from, and up in PA with the New York hardcore scene. That was huge for Ahmed and myself up here.
What's the name of that? The straight edge hardcore scene up there.
Yeah, I mean that was huge in the late '80s, early '90s as well, and we were part of that scene certainly. But I mean, as far as what Ahmed and I did, I mean, we structured songs deliberately around people just making asses of themselves on the dance floor. I mean, we used to even call it the ass part. I'm sure you guys remember that too. We used to call everything the ass part. So
It's it out.
I mean, that's how we structured the song. So it was like when we wrote Envy and that ending came up, it was just like, all right, we could totally see people just flying all over the place on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah, dude, for sure.
That's where that came from.
All right, Greg. Not Greg. Fucking Carrie, what you got, dude?
Gary, you're muted.
What's up?
He's asking you like what your favorite moment of those 12 songs would be. Not song, but like a moment that stands out for you.
Oh my God. Well, my memory is not as good as the rest of the guys here, but what sticks out for me, I don't know. I always loved the beginning of Sin of Silence. I've always remembered the lyrics to the beginning of that song. It just came in so hard. I don't know. I really like the beginning of that song.
All right, let's listen to it, man. I love the cymbal. Yeah, dude. As soon as it comes in, bro, as soon as it comes in, it just like beats someone's so fucking ass.
The volume rolls up higher.
Sorry. Dude, when this song begins, it's just, you want to beat someone's ass. In my personal opinion, it's just so brutal, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, I agree. All right, Ruff, you're the last one, man. What do you got?
I know what he's gonna say.
Like a spot that I just every time I hear it, I'm always like, oh, that's tough though, because Set of Silence is like the deepest like status song I ever wrote. That was a detrimental lyrical like urge for me, and I think that's also when Greg talks about like the magic of that song in that night. I feel like when they finish and I was like, I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Like if that song could have a story in itself, if I'm being honest, that song could have like a mini documentary.
Absolutely.
I feel like maybe I'm a huge fan of the bridge of Winter.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a very dark, like lyrically, if you listen to it, holy fuck, it's like this guy needs help.
Yeah, I wouldn't have listened to that again. Let me.
Probably the bridge of Winter, but the energy of Sin of Silence and what it means to me on a personal level. I actually have it tattooed on my arm.
Wow.
Like the symbolism and what that song meant to me, and like how Greg is not wrong, like how we came together in that night in that room, and then the catalyst that it became for me. Like I don't even know if they.
Wait, that was the first song you guys ever written?
Sin of Silence.
Yeah.
I think that was the first song as that EP in that group, right?
It was our first song we ever wrote together, period.
Wow.
Yeah, like
that's
was
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
It is a banger song, dude.
You know, I had been through some, shit in my life, and I'd never talked about it until, well, two things. One, that EP,
mm-hmm.
and firstly, that song. So it has a very, like, I don't know, cathartic.
Yep.
I guess that would be a good word. Very cathartic. But the bridge of Winter and the energy of Sin of Silence for these 12 songs, I mean, I could pick a million. I could talk to you for fucking, I'm a yapper, bro. I could talk to you for hours. But like the energy of Sin of Silence all together, everything that happens, the way it comes together, the energy of it, like.
Hey man, in the future we can do an interview. You can talk all you want.
I'm down. I had to do the end of Sin of Silence like 4 times. I just kept crying. I would do a take.
Yep.
And Tom would be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No." And we would stop, and I'd go back, and it was just, the end was tough.
Been there, done that.
And then again, Winter was like a dark song, and the bridge was like like all of it was a purge. I don't think I ever write anything about anything happy on it. Did I ever write fucking?
No, you never did.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had like a peaceful moment in a song. It was like the music, that isn't really corny after school special shit, but it's the truth. Like music. A few things. One, it saved my life.
Good songs don't come from happy.
Yes, it's music saved my life.
Yep.
Literally. It became my therapy when I didn't, know how to talk about stuff, and even now as looking back at everything we did as a group, and having that sort of immortalized in songs and being like, damn man, I remember that time.
I guess.
Like I know what I'm saying. I remember what I was going through. I remember how I dealt with things, like who I was then. So Sin of Silence is huge there, but then the bridge of Winter is if you can hear the words or listen to the lyrics and just like, yeah, the bridge of Winter.
I was I was a sophomore in high school. I guess I can bring this up since we're talking about that stuff. I was a sophomore in high school. I basically asked the class, who would care if I died tomorrow? And not a single fucking person raised their hand.
Yeah.
So that led me into going back to my house, putting a belt around my neck, and hanging myself on a hanger, and it broke. Sorry. And the song Risk by Deftones came on, and
Which song?
Risk came on, and just, it was like it was meant for me. I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Trust me, I understand.
This band saved my life twice. Bad relationship and peer pressure in high school. Yeah. I got constantly picked on, man, for being so small. I was like 4'8" in high school. So, yeah. All right, enough of that fucking shit. Let's get into Post picks. All right, so my 3 favorites on this album. I think number 1 is definitely going to Sin of Silence, dude. That track is, there's just something about it. It's just pure energy. It's fucking amazing. Number 2, I think I'm gonna have to go. Oh man.
At least it's difficult.
Oh, they're so good. I love Scarring of the Mind. The Scarring of Mind, but fuck, dude. I think I'll have to give that to Envy. Yeah, Envy's really fucking cool, dude.
So Sin of Silence 1, Envy 2.
Yeah, so far. And number 3 will have to be Your Own Tears. I love the harmonies in Your Own Tears. And I just love everything about it. I love the harmonic beginning into just that stuck in the shower. That's so fucking, and it scared the literal shit out of me the first time I heard it. I was like, what the fuck? Is that rough? I didn't even know the fuck that you were in this band. And I was like, that's fucking Jeremiah from Cedar Crown. Sounds just like him. So it's like, that just,
Yeah, it kind of comes out of nowhere.
it's nostalgic for me because like listening to Cedar Crown for the first band, right? And then right after I did a Cedar Crown album reaction, I listened to this band called Calm, and I hear it. I was like, is that the same fucking singer? It's like, oh, what the fuck? And I looked it up, and I was like, it is. Holy fuck. What are the chances of that, right? But
Kinda wild.
all right, yeah, man. I guess we can get into y'all's top 3 then. What's y'all's top 3?
Just go in the same order. I'm in.
Same order. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can do. I'm in.
It's
Yeah.
been a silence, a whisper remains, and yeah, I'll say scarring moment.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Greg.
Sin of Silence, probably Scarring a Mind, and Ascending to 25.
That's a good song. All right, Carrie.
Yeah, what's up?
Your 3 favorite songs we ever did as Calm.
Oh wow. I think. Oh shit.
Holy shit, was that a hidden track?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Suspense is
Okay.
killing me, Carrie.
Go ahead, Carrie.
Oh, you're muted now.
I think he's trying to figure out how to talk.
He passed out from the pressure. All right, I'll take his turn. That's tough.
Now you know my job.
Yeah, dude. Fuck this. Fuck y'all. This is horrible. Sin of Silence. Dude, this is so dumb. I quit. Sin of Silence. Porcelain.
Mm-hmm.
Your Own Tears.
Yeah. At least we have the same 2 favorites then. That's pretty cool. All right. Yeah. Well, I guess Carrie kind of chickened out on that one. Passed out or something. All right. So the album MVP. All right. This is hard for me, man. All you guys killed this shit, including Corey. Rest in peace. But fuck, dude. I think if I'm gonna have to give this to someone, it's gonna have to be Carrie. Carrie DeWitt. Dude, the drums are. I'm sorry, Jerry. but Carrie has surpassed you on that. The drums are fucking insane on this album, bro.
I don't want to see him again.
They're fucking.
He'd beat my ass, bro. He would beat my
They're
ass.
insane, bro. The drums are just unlike anything I've ever heard in a new metal album.
Yeah, he's good.
It's
He's incredible.
sick. Yeah. And
Our
luckily,
producer actually worked with a million bands, a million drummers, and he stated that Carrie was one of his favorite drummers to work with all time.
Why is that?
Because like a 40-year career, Carrie was one of his favorite drummers.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, man, he's fucking killer at drums. Holy shit. Carrie DeWitt, you have one album MVP. Similar artists. All right, this is my favorite part that I do. This is subgenres. I love implication too, but yeah. Similar artists, bro. If you didn't say anything, I wasn't even gonna pick these guys. It's 5.0, bro. The spoken word, the talking, and even the singing and the screams are very reminiscent of 5.0 with that their album that they brought out. I think it was what's called King of the Hill. That was one of the tracks. Yeah, dude. I'm really pissed that they broke up, dude. Untitled. The Untitled album. Yeah. One of the best tracks on that album is Purity 1, dude. Absolutely fucking amazing track. And dude, that track, the fact that he can go to lows to highs and then rap, he's so fucking talented. It's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, 5.0.
Interesting fact. I think the lows are the guitar player.
Really?
Yeah.
That shit? I can't really sing.
Yep.
I'm fucking sick. But anyways, yeah. Definitely 5.0 for number 1. Number 2, Taproot. Yeah. The harmonies, very reminiscent to Steven's harmonies in Gift, in Home, in Blue Sky Research, stuff like that. Very, very cool. Yeah, Infinity's awesome. But yeah, Taproot. Number 3. Now it's gonna get hard. Relative Ash. Yeah, Relative Ash would have to be another one, especially if your scream's rough. Very reminiscent to Relative Ash's lead singer, what he did and stuff. But yeah, definitely hear that. Number 4. Now it's starting to get even harder. I think, and like with the bridges, like with the calmness of this, the calmness of Calm, it reminds me of Lifer in a way with the guitars and stuff like that. Finally, God, this is so hard. Can I say Seed of Crown? Would that be cheating? That would be cheating, right? Fuck it, Seed of Crown. Yeah, we're giving it a Seed of Crown. Yeah. All right. What do you guys think, man? Similar artists for this.
Similar artists?
For this album. For this album. Yep.
Well, it's 3. I always look at it as 3 albums. It's 3 different periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Different member changes. It's only a fan that made it one album, but
Actually, with that, there's only with these 12 songs, there's only been one lineup change.
And that was Greg,
okay,
right?
yeah.
That was Greg,
Yeah.
correct?
That was me.
Oh, yeah, because
Okay.
we're talking about we're just talking about the 12. Yep.
All right. Well, Ahmed, go ahead and go first, man. If you guys, well, actually, if you can't think of it, it's cool. We can move on.
No, I was just gonna say Relative Ash,
Relative Ash, yeah.
Deftones, and Glassjaw.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Greg.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Ahmed. Those 3, more than likely, because I mean, at the time, all 3 of them were pretty instrumental.
I don't think Carrie's with us anymore, so go ahead, Ruff.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I would agree with that. I would agree. Like I said, I don't think we really. One thing I always thought we were really good at is not like ripping artists off and just kind of doing our own thing. But of course, you can't avoid influences. That's impossible.
Yep.
Like the second EP, I remember heavily listening to Glassjaw during that period. The first EP, I remember heavily listening to Dead Poetic.
Yeah,
Never heard them.
Yeah.
that's a band you'd like. Yeah.
So
Wait,
good.
have I heard one of their songs? What is one of their songs?
Glass in the Trees is a really good song.
Oh, New Medicines. Yeah, I've heard New Medicines.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say those influences are definitely there. For sure.
All right. let's jump into the next part then. Subgenres of this album. Number one's 100% new metal. 100%. It's still, you still got it, man. But especially with the fast screams, the rapping screams, I'm gonna call them. But yeah, very, very new metal album. Number two would be post-hardcore. Yeah, a lot of these tracks are really post-hardcore. Not really much the early EPs, but the second up to the third, very post-hardcore sound. Number three would be progressive. It changes in the middle of the fucking song a lot. So yeah, progressive. Number four would be melodic. Yeah, a lot of harmonies. Even with the guitars, there's a lot of melodic guitars, especially with the later EPs. And then finally, number five would be alternative. Yeah, alternative. I was gonna pick gothic, but it doesn't really sound too gothic. So probably alternative would be the last. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I would agree.
I think every one of the EPs had a different overall tone and sound, and different writing styles. So, if you want to just, you can't lump it all into one. To me, it's three. Like Barry, like you said, it's three different albums. That's just the way I see it. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah,
I mean, a fan made it one album, so.
And A Place Called Perfect is definitely more post-hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely for that one.
That's the final EP, correct?
Yes.
That's the one that leads into Phoenix Morning, so that makes sense. Yeah. All right. So, this is the hardest part of what I do. The implication. What is the meaning behind this album? And it's very fucking hard for me to get this, but we're gonna try it. All right, so let's look at these EPs. We have the self-titled EP as just a picture. It looks like it's a lily. Is it a lily? Looks like.
That was the later cover. The original cover was just black with a blue Calm logo on it.
Okay. The other one is Burned Papers, Ascending to 25. Burned Papers, It looks like burned lyrics. So it looks like kind of very dark. This one is in A Place Called Perfect. It looks like it's a picture of a sunset. So everything's kind of like falling, not really falling, but like ending. Sunset, it symbolizes an end of something. All right, so let's look at the fan-made version of. I don't know who made this album cover, but it follows along the lines of all three EPs. Believe it or not. So you have a tree that is dead in the winter. There's crows flying around it. I think it's symbolization of death and decay and just distress, stress. It's very depressing. Just looking at this, it's snowy. It's a dead fucking tree, snowy forest, and the sky is so fucking calm. There's no destruction going on. It's calm. It's literally calm when you look at it, and like calm to me can mean one of two things. It could mean tranquility, or it could mean death. Like basically you're calm. There's no actions that you are doing anymore. You're dead. But yeah, that's just what I feel. And When the Sky Falls as a name for an album is the perfect name for like kind of like an end of the world scenario, kind of like when everything's ending. It's a very emo name. Like reading it, it's very emo. But I could have said emo. I ain't gonna do that to you guys. But anyways, yeah. I think what this album is about and what these three EPs resemble is death, decay, distress, stress, depression, just going through it, going through the changes of seasons, kind of like sort of deal. That's just what my take on it is. I'd like to hear what the guys' takes on it are. Go ahead.
Well, the funny thing is about that cover that you're talking about, that picture was pulled from the old MySpace page.
Oh.
And it was originally like a kind of like an olive color. It didn't even look like anything like that at all. Mm-hmm. Whoever took that picture, they altered it. They made it the white and blue looking.
You said it used to be green?
It was like an olive.
Do you have an original picture you could send me?
I'm sure I do somewhere.
Okay.
If I can find it, I'll send it to you. And When the Sky Falls is actually an unreleased track. And somebody just decided to use that as the title, so.
Pretty cool. Obviously super fan, man. It's a super fan.
That's awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Yeah. So yeah, when I asked ChatGPT what the fuck this album's about, he said there is no album named this, but there is a TLDR. I want to hear Greg's explanation of this, though. What is the idea behind these 3 EPs?
Oh, well, I mean, again, I can only speak to the first EP, but, you know, knowing the guys the way that I do, you know, I grew up with Ahmed. I've known him since I was 9 years old. You know, I've known Jerry and Carrie since 2000, you know, March of 2000, well, a little later than that. But, you know, I mean, I know Jerry went through a lot of personal stuff, so much to the point that I remember sending a copy of the first EP to my mom and my dad back in Pittsburgh.
Oh, wait, you're from Pittsburgh?
No, don't get it twisted. No, don't do that.
I was 20 minutes outside my hometown, dude. So
where is it?
I'm 20 minutes away from Pittsburgh in my hometown.
What's your hometown? I'm
military now, so I go wherever the fuck they tell me to go.
Oh, okay. Well, my family grew up. Well, my mom and dad were from Monongahela, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And so they So they moved out, you know, to the Philadelphia area, you know, before I was born. And my brother and I grew up out here, you know, in the Philadelphia area until I moved to Tampa in 2000. But yeah, like I said, for me, like I said, I can only speak for the first one. I remember sending a copy to my mom and dad, and they called me. They were just like, I want to talk to you about this lead singer you have. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You know, and they're like, we're reading these lyrics, and they're just really, really depressing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you know, I was like, well, he's kind of going through some shit right now, you know? And you know, I mean, all they could go off of what was like Ahmed and myself, what our old hardcore bands were like, you know, like, because, you know, up here it was talking about, you know, unity and, you know, togetherness and, you know, that sort of thing in the hardcore scene. And down there, we go to Florida and it's all, you know, depression and death and destruction and, you know, which was fine by me because it was, you know, I needed a change. And, you know, I think we all needed a change. But, you know, I mean, it's just real dark. I think that, you know, the lyrics speak for themselves. The music complements the lyrics. And, you know, and that's kind of how I look at it. And, you know, and then the later EPs that came, I mean, like we've already said, everything progressed as it, you know, as the band grew, the songwriting got better and better. And, you know, the lyrics started to fade into other things, you know, but it still had that overtone of, you know, depression and, you know, whatever Jerry was going through is basically what the mood of the band was. So, you know, we just kind of fed off of each other.
All right, Ruff, let's hear it, man.
Yeah, I mean, as a vocalist and like a lyricist, you know, I had a story to tell. A lot of shit I never like knew how to talk about.
Yeah.
I found music as a way to talk about.
It's an escape. Music is an escape.
Yeah, it really was. Because I find myself oddly being comfortable with sharing my stories, but like in the music, because like we had a lot of screaming.
Mm-hmm.
So like the angst that I was feeling, I was able to articulate not only lyrically, you know, pen to paper, but I was able to actually perform it in scream, like a line that in a song that, you know, like just let go of these memories, like I was able to fucking scream that, and depending on the night or the mood or what I was going through or just however life was in that moment, sometimes screaming parts of these songs was just like exactly what I needed to cope, you know. And I think, you know, over time, like all the writing I ever did, I generally would write about either what I was going through in the moment or just like I would just purge shit I had gone through. I never wanted to like, I don't know. It always felt like weird if I was screaming about, I don't know, fucking like pizza or something. You know, like I felt like like the music. I mean, I guess thank God the trauma was there, essentially, to, be a catalyst for this type of music. But
Yep.
I did make a decision early on that I was gonna write about and scream about and talk about what I felt, and I committed to that.
They say
Whether
that
it was really dark or whatever, it was something that I committed to.
they say that poetry is the subconscious mind, and it's very, very, it's very true with writing styles for lyrics. It goes into your subconscious. Even though if you seem happy, there's always that back thought in your head that's like, I want to write about this. And as a vocalist myself and lyricist, I definitely can relate to that because everything I write is fucking depressing as shit too.
Well, then it turned into like something like way bigger. Like it turned into, like as the band grew and the fan base grew, and because there's a lot of people that are really into lyrics and what is this? What the fuck is this guy talking about? I'm at a show. What am I screaming about back in this guy's face? Like, and when people understood and started to decipher, because I mean, there's a lot of metaphors.
Yeah.
I wasn't just a straight up writer. I was more poetic about my approach. So that it was a lot of metaphors, and it wasn't just cut and dry. But it also wasn't like a massive riddle. And then you realize that you're helping people.
Yeah.
And
it's like therapy.
Where we
Music
were like, holy
is
shit,
therapy.
we're actually helping people. Yeah.
Music is therapy.
Yep.
For me, when my son and my wife, whenever my wife had my first child, I only have one child, and I think I'm only gonna have one child because of this experience. I almost lost both of them during a birth, so that was like the main reason I started World Suspension, which is my project, my solo project, so I could just clear my head of all the shit that was going on. A whole month I was sick, literally physically, mentally, you name it, I was sick. I just couldn't believe that God would put me through that. And they say that God puts you through stuff to make you stronger, and he has made me stronger for sure. Going through that was probably the worst. That is the worst thing I've ever had to deal with in my life. All right, let's get into this implication, what it says. TLDR, in one paragraph, When the Sky Falls seems to explore the emotional aftermath of a personal or an internal collapse. The sky is a symbol for stability or hope. Falls, and the listener is led through reflective tracks about memory, sorrow, identity, and the glimpse of redemption that remains. While there's no confirmed narrative, the album conveys a powerful sense of emotional rupture and the slow path toward understanding what has been lost. Don't you just love computers?
Yeah.
All right, my rating. My rating for this album, there's only one track I really couldn't get into, and that was Winter. Maybe I need a few more re-listens, but I'm going to have to give this album a 9.8 out of 10.
Wow.
It is really good. It's very fucking good. I love the lyrics. I love the mixing. Everything about it is great. It's fucking awesome. Thank you guys for being here.
That's a hell of a score.
Thank you guys for being here, man. And
Absolutely.
It was great to get to know you guys tonight, man. I've always wanted to bring bands in and talk to them. That was like a dream of mine, and I'm finally making it happen after like 6 years on the channel. So
Hell yeah, dude.
one more thing. If this is your first time here watching the channel, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and share this around to other metalheads or people that need a voice to speak or whatever, or to listen to music that are going through it. Share it around. And if you want to request an album, an EP, a song, a cover, or even a lesson, go to my link tree or watch my channel trailer. The next album reaction will be Blood Red Hourglass, We Should Be Buried Like This. I will see you guys at the next album reaction. Peace!